what do we do about these refs? It's bad. I thought that it was really rough when they started calling technicals for garbage. That layup is brutal. That is a bad look, like, at the NBA.
And it caused the league to put out a sentimental type of notice, like we're losing sleep over this. Like
Dude,
I've never seen anything like that before. I was like, what?
Everything about what the officials have been doing has been very blasphemous.
Welcome to another episode of the I Got Next podcast. I wasn't sure who was supposed to bring us in. Dog, I'm amped up on like 5 cups of coffee that I had at like 4 p.m. today. I'm gonna crash really hard. But it's because I'm so excited about what we're about to talk about, guys. So I mean, All-Star break's coming. Are we excited, y'all?
Yeah, man.
We're hyped, man. We're ready to go.
Dog, all right. I mean, obviously, there's going to be a lot of all-star talk coming into this, but I wanted to get started. You guys know how biased I am about my home team. So, real quick, with everything going on around the Brooklyn Nets right now, they're damn near 500 without KD. Montrezl Harrell is chirping out of nowhere. I don't know why. I wanted to talk about the third member of the Nets' big three. His name is Nicholas Claxton, damn it. And I want justice for Nicky Claxton. 13 a game, damn near 10 rebounds, and almost 3 blocks per game. I want Nick Claxton to get his flowers from you too, if he hasn't already.
Yeah, I gave Nick Claxton some Defensive Player of the Year consideration, some talk a few weeks ago, I believe. So I've been aboard the Nick Claxton train. I didn't necessarily get it when the Nets signed DeAndre Jordan when they had Jared Allen there, and even then, Nick Claxton looked like he had some flashes, but again, playing as the third string backup big man can't really show that. So I'm happy for him, man. Good stuff, and they need him. Otherwise, they wouldn't be losing by 55 to the Celtics right now. They'd be losing by about 70. So.
I mean, you're not wrong. Come on, Jerry. Give love to Nick Claxton.
Yikes.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah, I was the one that was a little hesitant or reluctant, rather to probably give him his flowers, but that was about 2-3 weeks ago. I started actually sitting down, watching some more Nets ball, up close and stuff, going on the Yes Network a little bit, checking things out.
The Yes Network.
I'm impressed.
My guy, Channel 9 Eagle over there. Okay.
Dude, give me your permission for the Yes Network, my man. I need that ASAP, man.
But I got people, I'm basically from Brooklyn, so a lot of people I know live out there, so yeah. But it's pretty cool though to just see his growth and his development, especially like Tomera highlighted. He definitely was at the bottom of the bench, playing like garbage minutes, especially when Jared Allen and DeAndre Jordan were in town. So seeing him kind of develop and blossom to what he is now, taking over that big three mantle as the third best player on the squad, it's great. Like, all he needs at this point is just a consistent free throw. Like, he can hit 65% from the line, and I'll be happier with this game. But definitely a DPOY candidate right now.
Yeah, he's definitely
I don't want to go too far into this. I don't want to go too far into this part because I know we can have like an hour-long conversation about this, but him being part of the big three might be more an indictment on Ben Simmons than it is on
it is.
praise for how well
it is.
100%.
No, it 100% is. It 1 billion% is. But to his credit, I mean, listen, the reason why I wanted to bring Nick Claxton up is because obviously, it's my turn to host, and I'm going to bring up something about my Nets. And I was doing some research on them, just like into the stats. Y'all know that I love my advanced stats. And Nick Claxton popped out to me in a bunch of ways. Fun fact, this year, Nick Claxton is averaging more blocks and more points per game than DeAndre Jordan in his prime. Like prime DeAndre Jordan on the Clippers. Nick Claxton is doing more than that with blocks and points. Like, that's kind of insane. Not rebounds. I mean, Jordan has him well beat. Nick Claxton is, built like the Slender Man. But I mean, we're like, yes, it's an indictment on Ben Simmons. But Nick Claxton is playing his way into a pretty fat extension. Like, in a vacuum.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure. No arguments here.
Yeah, I mean, like, I don't know who you, like, clearly you'd rather have Nick Claxton than, Ivica Zubats or Mason Plumlee on y'all's rosters. So, That's all I'm saying.
I'm
Hey,
fine with the
hey,
recency bias
Mason
too.
Plumlee is hooping though. Mason
Hey,
Plumlee is
Mason,
Yeah,
low
you need to
key
give Mason
the
some
third
respect,
best
bro.
player
Mason,
on the Hornets. You gotta
Mason
chill,
Plumlee,
man.
Mason Plumlee do be hooping, but Nick Claxton is like putting up numbers. Fun fact: I don't know. Are you guys into advanced stats, or am I just like screaming into the wind here about this?
It
No,
depends what
no,
kind of
yeah.
advanced stat you're talking about, but yeah.
So I mean, like, I'm not the biggest like PER nerd. One of the big ones that I harp on is well, I do love PER. That's like efficiency rating, but I also love win shares. I don't know if that's like something that y'all guys have. The formula that like uh, analysts make for how much a player individually contributes to a season in total.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll give you an example. So like uh, if in an 82 game season, like in 2014, 2015, I think LeBron had like 20, 30 win shares. Like he by himself would have won 20 to 30 games when playing with like random 2K my players. Like as opposed to like if it was just him and a bunch of like 59 overalls, they would have won 60 games or 20 games, like just on his own, basically playing 1 and 5.
I
So
got
that's
you.
what I'm talking about here. Right. So to that, Nick Claxton is second on the Brooklyn Nets in win shares, behind only Kevin Durant, and he has 3 times as many as Ben Simmons. Like by himself, Nick Claxton has accounted for 3 times as many wins as Ben Simmons, one more win than
Hey
Kyrie.
man, I get it. I get it, okay? You're staking your claim. You are hyped for Nick Claxton, your potential center of the future. I understand. You know, take a round, man. You know, do your thing. I'm happy for you too,
Hey,
man.
I
He
will say,
developed, he panned out.
in the month of January, Nick Claxton was it 15 and a half points, 10 rebounds, 3 blocks. Mason Plumlee, 16 and a half points, 11 rebounds, 3 assists, and less than a block. So Plumlee's
Mason!
been good, bro.
Okay,
Plumlee's been
go
decent.
ahead,
Plumlee's been
Mason.
decent, bro.
Go ahead, Mason.
So
I mean, it's
I
for the
know the Hornets
Hornets,
don't have a
but
lot to be proud of, but hey,
Hey,
man, they might get a first round pick for him at this
hey,
point.
if we get a first round pick, somebody's drunk. But I hope it
No, yeah,
happens.
yeah.
But
No,
nah, like
I doubt it'll
you
happen.
know
But he's
what?
been balling.
it's
Speaking of which, I do want to talk about that because while the Hornets are definitely in the running for the first overall pick, you know who's no longer in the running at all? It's the Oklahoma City Thunder. They are officially in the race for a play-in playoff spot in the West. Literally a week ago, the West was a totally different beast than what it is now. So, what I want to talk about, I'm going to make a new segment for myself, actually. Um, I'm going to call it every time that I host, every 3 weeks, we're going to have Juju's Wild Wild West watch. Yeehaw! Because the West is insane. Don't look at me that way. You guys know that I'm right. I just
drop
can't.
the graphic.
Um, so, to that, I mean, the Thunder are now just 2 games under 500. Tomer, your Clippers are 4 games over 500, and in the 4th seed, the Mavericks drop. The Warriors are the 5th seed. I mean, do we have any predictions on how this conference is going to pan out at all? Like, it seems that the only 3
I
dependable
think
teams in this
so.
conference are the Nuggets, Grizzlies, and Kings. So again, Tomer, take your flowers. Another week, the Kings are somehow the blue chip stock in the West.
Oh, I'm telling you, man, you can see it coming. They had the roster, but look, in general, though, we have the Nuggets number 1, the Grizzlies number 2, and the Kings number 3. The Clippers, as much as they struggle, they're only a game and a half behind the Kings. They do have a really tough game of a stretch over the next 7 games where they play like the Bucks twice, the Suns, the Warriors, the Nets. So it's not going to be easy. But I think over the next couple of weeks, we'll see the Warriors and the Clippers together separate themselves from the rest of the pack in the West, meaning sixth all the way down to like 13. I think the Warriors are finally healthy; they're playing well. The Clippers are finally healthy; they're playing well. They don't have many back-to-backs remaining in the season. Their March schedule is very, very light. I think they have about 10 or 11 straight games now without a back-to-back. Like this is a time when the Clippers are going to make a run. Kawhi in the month of January averaged just I think it was 27 points, 27 6 3 on like 50 40 90, and he was the only
Dude,
player to do that this month.
Kawhi just detonated the other night.
Yeah,
Like
Kawhi's
straight
been balling,
up
and
detonated the other
no
night.
one's been talking about it. I checked the Sports Center Twitter account.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a tweet about
No,
Kawhi since
honestly, like I'm in
like
agreement
December
though. I
or
think
early
Yep.
January.
Yep.
So
Yep.
it's gonna be
he's,
fun.
he's doing it quietly.
Yeah. It's gonna be really fun to see how all this stuff shakes out, to be honest. Just there's only about 2 or 3 games that separate the Lakers from all the way to the Clippers. Like the Lakers have 28 losses, the Clippers have 25. Obviously, if the Lakers don't get cheated out of those 4 games with those questionable calls, which I hope we get to,
Dude,
the standings will look very different right now. Yeah, trust me.
I don't know
I
how we
watched all
didn't
the
lead
games.
with that. To be honest, we should have led with that. Jeez.
No,
Yes.
no. We'll get to it because at some point we have to talk about we're officially on Kareem watch as well. So we'll get to that eventually because as
Okay.
we talk about what's going on with the Lakers, but they're just one of a bunch of teams that are going to be wildly unpredictable. Like the Warriors, 2-3 weeks ago, injured or not, I don't think we predicted them, getting higher than what, the 7th seed or so. The Pelicans, we didn't predict them falling to 10th.
No.
Like,
No, hold on, wait. I did say that I believed in the Warriors to get their shit together, and you
Okay.
guys ratted on me since
Okay.
it was at New Year's,
Okay.
and you said I shouldn't have made that claim. You remember Tomer tried to hang me up on the stake, saying that this guy just made his New Year's resolution and already failed.
Okay.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
We keep receipts, just like how you did about the King shit. Man, I had to, man. Like,
Okay, that's fair.
come on, bro.
Call me
Hey,
out
come
on
on,
it.
man.
I'm
You know what?
I'm here for it.
You know what? I'm a force of positivity here. We're all getting our flowers for old calls made, and I'm really happy about that. Speaking of which, though, Jerry, let's talk about your almost dark horse pick of the year, the Pelicans dropping down to the 10th. Like here's the thing. Pour one out for their entire roster. They are the San Francisco 49ers of the NFL right now, or of the NBA right now. Everyone's in the infirmary wing. It's insane. Do we see anyone, obviously like now the Warriors are starting to come into form. The Clippers are starting to come into form. Is anyone else going to be predictable, like to bring themselves back into the fold, like comfortably? Or like, for example, is
Yes.
Luka going to start to really burn out, just like you predicted, Tomer? Like, what do we
No,
think?
I think honestly, this is what I think. And looking at it, the first 3 are set. I think the Clippers, the Warriors, and the Suns are going to establish themselves in the second half here. Devin Booker's expected back in a few games. Um, the Warriors are rolling. The Clippers are rolling. Cat's still out for the Wolves, so I don't think they make a run, even though they've been playing better. The Jazz, I think, are going to be sellers at the deadline, despite playing really well. I think they're going to send some pieces off and get some picks. The Blazers, I think, unfortunately, just peaked a little too early. Jeremy Grant went down with an injury. Yusuf Nurkic is out, so I think we'll see really just the Warriors, the Clippers, and the Suns cement themselves as a 3, 4, 5. Excuse me, the 4, 5, 6 in the West, somewhere in that order. And they will be playoff teams. The rest of them, I think, are just very unpredictable because we've yet to see any consistency from them.
Yeah, I mean, you can't. Oh, go ahead.
No. Go. Finish off.
No, you can't really argue against that. I think, obviously the Suns have been missing their leading scorer, arguably a top 10 player in the league when he's actually on top of his stuff, right? And Devin Booker. So I definitely think the Suns will make a push later, even though everybody's been kind of down on them. Getting Cam Johnson back kind of sparked up the offense a little bit more too. So I really like what I've actually seen from Phoenix in their past few games. But the other teams I can't really argue with. I think Luka is going to be in danger, and the Mavs are going to be in danger. That burnout is coming, but I do think they end up winning out in the play-in or whatever it is, maybe as a 7th or 8th spot, just because there's no help on the roster. They need to be selling hard to get another piece beside Luka, maybe even some type of star caliber player or a young impact player. I don't know who that is, but they really need to be shopping.
I'm glad you brought that up because I actually listened to a podcast yesterday with Tim McMahon and Zach Lowe, and they said that if they're going, they really want. I think Luka really needs a secondary star, but in order to get that guy, you're going to have to trade Dorian Finney-Smith, who is Luka's like best friend on the team, and a few picks, and he's your best defender. And so they threw up guys like Zach LaVine, for example, not a defender, an offensive weapon, but not a defender. So at that point, if you're going to lose your best defenders, you got to get a legitimate star. It can't just be a complimentary piece. Because Christian Wood is not that guy. He's good, but he's not that guy.
So this becomes sort of like a question, and this leads me to my next thing. with the Mavs, they're starting like some sort of rumor that everyone but Luka is potentially on the table for the right package, right? With with Miles Turner going off the market, Fred VanVleet on the market now, possibly Pascal Siakam. Do we see any sort of star that has also been shopped that is big enough to warrant what the Mavs would have to give up? Or would we be like Rudy Goberting ourselves if we were the Mavs front office for anyone? Like for me, I don't know if I'd give up a lot of anyone on the Mavs, even picks for Zach LaVine. You know what I mean? So what's your floor? What player on the trade market is your floor if you're the Mavs front office for the package that you'd have to give up?
I think you kind of mentioned him already. Honestly, I'd look hard at Pascal Siakam.
Yeah,
I understand that
yeah,
he might not be a lockdown defender, but he's about an average to above average on a good night.
yeah.
He can do his job, and he also provides playmaking, scoring, and rebounding alongside another guy that does all those things very well. I think that could probably be their best bet on the market right now
hmm
because I can't really see them landing another really, really good player. And Pascal is that, right? I know he's about to be on his way out in Toronto, so maybe we talk long-term extensions. Maybe we talk Pascal playing the rest of whatever 3, 4, 5 years with Luka, if that's on the table. That's probably the person I would target right now if I was a GM in Dallas.
So would you go lower than Pascal to a Zach LaVine or a Fred VanVleet or?
I don't think those guys move the needle for me.
Okay.
They're both gifted offensive players.
Right.
Zach LaVine has been a little broken at times this season, but
Right.
looks like he gets well put together for a stretch of games, and then he kind of plateaus again for me. I
Yeah.
need somebody that's going to be consistent. I'm taking Pascal over both of those guys.
I'm interested to see what your take is, Tomer, because I know that like you've been like carrying the banner for Luka to get a second star and saying that Christian Wood wasn't necessarily it, no matter how good he's been. Like what are we looking at here, like in terms of star? What would
I
you
mean,
you know?
the problem is they've botched so much of this up. They botched the Jalen Brunson extension by not giving him a good rookie deal, making him a restricted free agent, so he was able to walk. Christian Wood, I think he's not going to sign the extension that they have offered for him, which I think is not. I think he wants more money, is what the issue was, or maybe another year. So
Mhm.
and he's expiring this year, as is Dwight Powell. So at some point, I think you do have to make some decisions. Spencer Dinwiddie, for example, making 20 million this year, and next year is not fully guaranteed. So I think if you're going to make a move, it would have to be a mega star that you could also trade some of these expirings with, because you're not going to be able to sign a lot of these guys back. I don't think. Right now, the Mavs have a $165 million payroll, and they're maybe a 6 seed at best. I don't think they're going to make any noise as constructed. So
Right.
I don't know if it's tough. I
So
don't really know. The answer to me is the star has to be available. Like, it has to be a mega star. Pascal Siakam to me is the floor for the type of star the match should be going for.
so
Otherwise,
you
I
agree,
just
like
don't think it's
Pascal
worth it.
Siakam.
That's
I
the
mean,
floor,
like
yeah.
I'm assuming I know that he doesn't provide any defense, but would you give up, uh, a Dorian Finney-Smith picks whoever for like Bradley Beal maybe if the Wizards end up trying to shop him at this point in his career? Feel like that's an
I don't know
interesting
that
name.
moves the needle for me. I don't know if that moves the needle for me.
Okay.
You're gonna need someone who's can play the four, a 3-4, a wing type of player who can give you
hmm
scoring, can give you rebound, and give you defense. To
hmm
me, that's not Bradley Beal. I think everyone would agree with that. Again, if you're getting rid of like Josh Green and Dorian Finney-Smith, two of your best defenders, two of your best role players, guys who don't need the ball, you better get something good back, because otherwise you're kind of strapped. And again, a lot of this comes down to they really screwed up with the Jalen Brunson thing, and
Yeah.
kind of just snowballed from there. So
Yeah.
I'm going to take it a step further and even say I think they screwed up with Porzingis by not utilizing him correctly.
Yeah.
While Rick Carlisle was there, or even when Jay Kidd got there to start out with. That was a guy that was a 20 and 10 guy, or 20 points, 9 rebounds with a couple blocks a game in New York. And we see him having that resurgence in Washington now. So I really feel like he was misutilized. So they botched Kristaps and they botched Brunson, because Brunson could arguably be an all-star reserve this year.
So the tough thing is that I don't think that there's anyone in the NBA that is a true two-way star that's not either older like your Kawhis and your PGs or super young and full of potential and way too valuable for a team to give up for what Dallas has to offer. There's a lot of
The
tweeners, is what I'm
problem, yeah,
hearing.
yeah. The problem is you're not going to
Yeah.
find the guy. The guy you need on some level would be like Siakam or OG Anunoby. OG Anunoby,
Right.
I think, is like the most available sounding player because, like, again,
You know,
the perfect
you know
player
what?
for Mavs are like PG, Kawhi, Tatum, Brown, Key, those types of players. Those wings who can play 3-4,
Right.
defend, score, those type of guys. They're hard to find, but like that type of player, I think, is what the Mavs need.
Honestly, if the Celtics were seriously shopping Jalen Brown, and I don't think that they are or ever were, but if they ever did, I feel like Dallas should have chomped at the bit for that. Like
Yeah.
that would have been like the optimal thing back when the Jalen Brown rumors were a real thing. Um, where I do want to stay in the West though, because Jerry's right. He did bring up a really pressing issue. What do we do about these refs, guys? It's bad. Like I thought that it was really rough when they started calling technicals for garbage. But there has to be. I don't even know what it could be like that wouldn't ruin the pace of the game. But that layup is brutal. That is a bad look like at the NBA. It's a really bad look.
Uh-oh.
Um,
And it caused the league to put out a sentimental type of notice, like we're losing sleep over this. Like
dude,
I've never seen
dude,
anything like that before. I was like, what?
the ref's official Twitter
I didn't know what was
apologized.
happening either. What I got from what he was trying to say is that everything about what the officials have been doing has been very blasphemous, especially the Lakers' previous 4 losses or whatever it was, other than the win from the Knicks, obviously last night, was all dictated by crazy foul calls.
Yes.
Against Dallas, it was a foul on Christian Wood, Joel Embiid grabbing Russell Westbrook's hand, then obviously the big one, the latest one with Tatum smacking the hell out of LeBron's arm on a layup attempt, which dictated the game. Clearly, I don't know what's going. How do you feel about just the officiating in general? Just keep it completely black and white with me right now, like how you feel.
I I I mean it's garbage. It's trash. Like we're at this weird place where in a lot of ways officiating has gotten better. There have been a lot of like legitimate improvements. Jerry has that Charlotte Wi-Fi.
And just tell
Jerry,
Quincy
you're in
when to cut it off.
2021, my guy. Jeez.
Dog. And we are back. We just rescued Jerry from 1985 in a DeLorean. Jerry is back with us today, back from the dead. That's kind of tragic because I was on a Laker topic, and I know Jerry, you're a huge Lakers fan. What we're in a weird spot right now with refereeing in the NBA. What do we do about that blown call, that ruined call, with LeBron James layup? Right now, we should be celebrating him being within 100 of Kareem's record, and instead, the refs are screwing the Lakers out of a playoff.
To be honest with you, like I was talking about this with my brother the other day, man, and he obviously knows I'm a big Laker fan too. So he just asked me like outright, like he got the full raw emotion of how I felt in that moment. I was like, we find the players all the time for talking shit about the refs, right? We need to start just finding these refs for like their mishaps because I really hate the little stupid tweets at the end of the night. And Tomer, I know you probably see them all the time as well because I'm sure you follow the NBA communications page and all that. And yeah, we'd like to apologize to the Lakers organization. We got it wrong. Duh.
The pool reports. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. There's a pool
Yeah.
report after the game where within 30 minutes of the game ending, I think Eric Lewis admitted we missed the call. And let me just point out,
Yeah,
that I don't believe there were any fines handed out for the LeBron reaction, the post game comments. I don't believe any fines were handed out.
No.
And if there was one, it would have been yeah. The funniest thing from all the referee stuff in this past weekend probably was the Washington Post article that the official NBA refs account tweeted the day after the game when they blew the call for LeBron in the Celtics game. They said, and I quote, "Like everyone else, referees make mistakes. We made one at the end of last night's game, and that is gut-wrenching for us. This play will weigh heavily and cause sleepless nights as we strive to be the best
Cap.
referees we can be.
Cap.
I feel
No,
like there's a little veiled shot here by saying strive to be great.
the
That's what I'm saying.
no, that's
You read
definitely
between the lines.
yep. Yep. I will say, whoever ref that game is going to be in sleepless nights for the IRS investigating their gambling history. That's going to be a real
Oh
thing.
Lord.
I'm not saying this is a Donaghy situation. I'm not saying it's a Donaghy situation. But listen, guys, outside of these 4 wins, let's they if they weren't decided by the refs, the Lakers are sitting at 28 and 28. Uh, a fully a fully healthy Lakers team with a lot more momentum now, relatively a lot more chemistry than we saw. LeBron awkward no look hug at Westbrook notwithstanding. Um, how do we feel about them against the rest of the West?
So
I
I
still
just want to.
like our odds. Like honestly, no, we just sorry. I just feel like we have all the talent to be a good team and probably even
Yeah,
make the postseason. It's
yeah,
there. You have LeBron, you have AD, you have 2 potential top 5 guys in this NBA today if they're healthy and able to play. More so when I'm saying that, I'm talking about AD. And Russell Westbrook has finally, fit this 6-man role, has embraced it
he is.
coming off the bench.
Yeah,
Pat
yeah,
Bev's a good role player. Getting Rui has obviously bolstered our wing depth, and now he could play 3 and 4 for us, even
yeah.
a 5 in some senses. I like the team now, especially with trading for a wing. I would definitely like to have one more, especially a 3-point shooter one. Yeah, 3-point specialist more particularly, but I'm cool with what we have right now. Especially then they have like the #1 scoring offense in the league since January or some shit like that.
Hmm.
So I'm excited for like what is actually to come with AD getting his legs back under him. You just have to string together a good stretch of games, obviously, and hope the refs don't F us out of another one.
Yeah, I mean, look, the referee thing is frustrating because like those a lot of those definitely are game changing calls. LeBron goes to the line, makes one of two, that game is over. Westbrook goes to the line, makes two, I think that game is over. The Christian Wood one, they lost to the Mavs, that game is over if they win. So like they did get screwed out of some wins, but like at the same time, this is not a but and situation here. Like they needed more wins. Like they blew a 13-point lead against the Pacers in the fourth quarter. They blew a 9-point lead against the Celtics in the fourth quarter after coming back from being like down 20. They were up 7 against the Clippers. I think opening night for them in the fourth quarter they were up 7. They blew that. So like they haven't necessarily helped themselves in those situations. I don't want to
This is
say it's correlated because the refs should still do their jobs and do it right. But like the Lakers haven't helped themselves as well. Like there's a lot of games they've kind of blown on their own too. So
I, yeah,
it's tough. It's tough.
believe me, they've blown some games on their own. They need some wins, and if they really hope to compete in the West, the gigantic cynic in me does want to say, try to make it not so close in the fourth that the refs start to make an impact. But obviously, you know, despite all
Didn't
that, they're
AD also
still
have a
in
free
the.
throw in Philly before it went to OT as well to end the game that he
I
missed?
think so. Yes,
Yeah, he did.
he did.
There are blown plays all around
Right,
during like
right,
the
right.
last 10,
So,
15 games
so
or
with,
so.
with, with
It
that
happened.
with that being said, the Lakers are still, at the very least, in the 10th seed with a puncher's chance. As much like as crazy as the West is, to have a shot at a legit playoff seed. You know, going down to going down 10, 11 teams, the West is sitting damn near 500 for everybody. So the Lakers are in the mix, in my opinion, just like everybody else. Okay, we know the All Star game is coming up. We have our starters. At the time of this recording, I think the reserves are being announced tomorrow, Thursday. So by the time that this episode comes out, the reserves will have come out. The headline that I do want to talk about is Katie tweeting about what's wrong with the dunk contest after the contestants were announced. I'm actually kind of pumped about a couple of them. I don't know about you guys, but I'm really pumped about 2 names in this dunk contest, and I wanted to talk about them real quick. I don't know if you guys feel the same way.
Let's hear him.
Wow, that was crickets. The first
I
one,
look, I do know that Mac McClung is taking part, and so is Kenyon Martin Jr. But The other,
I know
I don't
Shaden Sharp
remember, to
and
be
Kenyon
honest.
Martin Jr. are the two guys I'm looking forward to, honestly. I don't know who the other
So
guys are, but Shaden Sharp and Kenyon Martin Jr. are the two I'm looking forward to.
Shaden Sharp is who I'm excited about. I don't know much about Kenyon Martin Jr., but if y'all go back to Mac McClung's like old hoop mixtapes, dude
Yeah,
has
Duke can fly.
dude can fly. To that though, do we really need stars in the dunk contest? Like, do we care? Like,
Yes, yes, yes.
when
Yeah.
Aaron Gordon and Zach LaVine competed in the dunk contest, they weren't necessarily like stars. The dunk contest arguably made them stars. So
Yeah,
But
but these are
despite
guys who
that, there
are
were
hardly on NBA
talented
rosters.
young
We're
players.
talking about yeah, yeah. Like Matt McClung is a no disrespect. He's a G League player right now. Shaden Sharp is a rookie. He hasn't really proven himself yet. Kenyon Martin Jr. is like I don't even think he's starting for the Rockets. I might be wrong, but like we need big names, man. Like I miss the time when we had big names, at least one or two big names. Like I think it was like
so
less than
so so
10 years ago. We had
so
John Wall, Paul George, like those
I
guys.
mean that dunk contest was weak. The John Wall Paul George dunk contest was god
It
awful.
Yeah,
was.
but you
They
you
were like
still
on
need
teams or something.
the star power though. You still
so
need the
so
names in
so
my opinion.
But here's the thing, like even going into the Aaron Gordon Zach LaVine dunk contest, I was low key more excited for that than I was for the John Wall Paul George dunk
Oh,
contest.
for sure,
You
for
know what I
sure,
mean?
for
Yeah,
sure. Those
no,
guys are high
Like
by
flyers.
like
far.
so that being said though, like would like a top tier star save the event? Do we actually think that?
Potentially, I think you need two. You need two top tier stars. Like the two that jump off the page are two guys that put people on posters every single night, potentially, in John Morant and Anthony Edwards. You get those two guys to do a dunk contest, and man, I'll be in front of the
So
TV on time.
so would they if you're John Morant then and Ant, you know, do you feel like it's worth it to do the dunk contest then? Or do you keep yourself from being injured, embarrassing yourself, like
Apparently,
take the
no one
LeBron
feels like
route?
it's supposed to do the dunk contest nowadays.
Well, like
Yeah.
would you guys if you guys were stars? Would you? That's what I'm asking.
I would do it. I would do it. Knowing that I already sell out tickets for people to come watch me play, especially more so for Ja than Ant. But I'm sure people in Minnesota would flock to go watch Anthony Edwards play. I know that I'm a hot commodity. I know people want to see me jump really high and do some flashy tricks to dunk the ball as hard as possible or as skillfully as possible. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but I grew up on NBA Street. So you guys know where game breakers are, right? Like, I'm thinking like flashy dunks. I need to see something that's going to just capture the whole entire stands, man.
All right.
Come
Okay.
on, man.
Okay.
I'm trying to see some highlights, baby.
Okay. Okay. What about you, Tomer?
Look, I think that there's another aspect with like having to go to All Star Weekend instead of going on vacation, having to do the media obligations, some of the events you got to go to. It's not as simple as just going to the dunk contest and leaving. It's not.
It's not. That's what
That
I'm
being
saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
said,
yeah.
I
Oh,
do think
yeah.
like you should want to participate at least once. Like I
Okay.
think that one of the worst parts is that like for example, um, like LeBron never participated, and that's like one of the I think possibly one of the most hurtful things for the dunk contest
Well,
because then
right. I
I feel
think
like stars
I
really didn't
I
want
think
to after
I
that.
think the dearth of stars in their prime in the dunk contest, like the MJs, Dr. J's, Vince's in the dunk contest, I think that died with LeBron. Dwight Howard, like
Right.
at his peak, like kind of saved it a little
All
bit, but
you
even
really
then,
need is one. If you can get one star to commit, it might start a trend. But that's not happening this year.
yeah, yeah.
I'm
But
a
you never
little
know.
dunk contest history, but like it
I
hasn't
mean,
been
like
great. It just has not been great.
no, I do think in my opinion, I think LeBron, respect whatever decisions he had. He's played for 20 seasons. I'll let him, handle his own health and like, mental health and his what like whatever. But I mean, I think that his choices did affect star attraction to the dunk contest in a very negative way. Um uh to that though, I do want to move on to a couple of games with you. I know that we have like our all-time team draft. We'll get to that quick, but I do want each of us to do a round table. I want we'll go snake format. We'll go Tomer, Jerry, myself in order. Draft your top 3 players in NBA history just based off of like dunk contest performances.
Okay.
Just purely off of that.
Who's
Purely
going
off of
number
that.
one?
Tomer, Jerry, me, and then comes back around snake format. Same way that we do the all-time teams. And we're just doing 3 rounds.
Go ahead
I'm
and
gonna
take
go
Spud
Vince
Webb, Tomer.
Carter. I'm gonna go Vince Carter number one.
Jerry, don't punk him like that.
Nah.
Yo,
Well,
if you
you
would have
taking
said
VC.
Chris Webber, if you would have said Chris Webber,
Quis Webbo?
yeah. Oh, is that what it sounded like? My bad. Chris Webber.
Quis Webbo in the
Nah,
dunk contest.
for
Chris Webber
my
dunk contest.
pick, I'm gonna go Dominique Wilkins because I think he had a very strong. He should have probably won one of those 2 dunk contests with MJ. I'm gonna take Dom.
Okay, I'll take Dr. J and MJ at the turn.
My guy's going back to back. Okay.
Go ahead, Jerry.
Oh, wait, Tomer, chill.
Relax, Tomel.
No.
It's Joey's tone.
Damn.
Comedy.
Oh man. Damn. Okay. You just took MJ and Dr. J, right?
Yeah.
That's tough. I'm gonna take Sean Kemp.
Okay. Fine.
Okay, not bad. Wow, my guy's not moved one bit by that selection.
Listen. I'm confident with my last pick. I feel like I have 2-3 names that you guys are just gonna leave off the board.
I'm gonna take one of them.
Yeah, he's probably gonna take one of them. I'm gonna go Jason Richardson.
Ooh,
And
good pick. That's a good pick.
for the other one,
Spud Webb.
I'm debating between Spud Webb and
Nate Robinson.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Gerald
go
Green with the cupcake.
with. It's tough. This is so tough. I'm gonna go Aaron Gordon. Honestly, Aaron Gordon. I know he never won, but he had one of the greatest dunk contests of all time. So.
Tough pick.
Yeah. I'll stick to that dunk contest trend from that year. I'll take Zach LaVine.
Ooh.
Both of his guys are available? Really?
Both my guys are available.
Yeah.
Both my guys are available. You know what? I'm just going to go with the obvious one. I'm going to go ahead and take Tracy McGrady. Shout out to Dwight Howard, though.
Okay.
Dog. Like, we forget because 2000 belonged to Vince Carter, but T-Mac would have smashed the competition himself.
Yeah. That's fine.
Like,
I was actually going between.
He put up some wild shit.
It was LaVine, Gordon, or Kobe for me. I couldn't decide which one from there.
Respect to Kobe. Shout out to Dwight and Kobe because like those are 2 all-time great dunk contests too. Like the Superman, Kobe as well. Like yeah, respect to that. Speaking of which, I do want to stay in the All-Star Weekend mold. I'm going to name 2 players. Right, we're going to go 5 rounds. You tell me which one of them played more All-Star games. Ready?
Okay, 5 rounds. Just name 2 players. Which one played more All-Star games? Okay.
Yep. No. Both of you are going to work together. You do the math. You tell me. Both of you tell me one.
Oh, we're working together. Okay.
Yeah. Ready?
Let's do it.
Blake Griffin or Dave DeBusschere?
Dave DeBusschere. Oh my God! Come on, bro.
I'm a Nets fan. Forgive me.
Tomer, I want to say that Blake has probably played. It's definitely single-digit number of All-Star games. I think the sweet spot is in that 4 to 5 type range, or he did play one for the Pistons too, I think.
But I honestly could not tell you how many Dave has, but I feel like it's a trick question.
Me neither.
I feel like it's a trick question. He threw out David and he threw out Blake freaking Griffin. Like, of course we're gonna think Blake. I don't think it is.
We're going Dave DeBuscher.
Blake Griffin played in 6. Dave played in 8.
There you go.
Dog.
There you go.
Like, genuinely, I know that I had no idea how to pronounce this guy's goddamn name, but that, like, those 70s Knicks teams are some of my favorite teams, like, of all time, and I hate the Knicks. So respect to Dave. Okay.
Pretty sure it's Dave DeBuscher. Yeah.
Is it? Okay, I wasn't sure.
I think so.
Okay. Next up.
Yeah.
David Lee or Andrew Bynum?
I know Bynum played in at least 2.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Where did David Lee play? Was it only Warriors? No, where was he before that?
No, dog. You're missing his peak.
New York.
Yeah.
New York.
Yeah, that's where he made his sauce.
Oh, yeah. David Lee. Yeah, for sure. David Lee. Bynum played in 2. He was injured the rest of them, and then he parked in handicap spots and was out of the league. So.
Oh God, dude.
You didn't have to go that hard.
No.
Jesus.
He actually. Oh, you guys. No. In LA, he actually got fined multiple times for parking in handicap spots without a sign. This is a thing here. He got I think 7 or 8 tickets for parking in handicap spots.
I'm sure. Oh, you meant like legit, like you weren't making.
No, he literally did. Yeah. I'll look it up.
Yo,
he actually got ticketed for that. Yeah,
dude, that's really bad. Oh my God.
Yeah, he had a.
Okay.
All right. Hey, we'll go. So David Lee.
Oh yeah, I think so. Yeah.
David Lee probably. Okay. David Lee.
Get this. Bynum only played 1 All-Star game. David Lee played 2.
Wow.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, we're gonna go to another one of my favorites. Devin Booker versus Sidney Moncrief.
Say that again. Who is it?
Devin Booker versus Sidney Moncrief.
Devin Booker versus Sidney Moncrief.
I kind of want to say Sidney Moncrief.
Sidney. I don't think it's close. Yeah. I don't think it's close. I think it's Sidney. Oh.
Unanimous.
It's closer than you think. Book played in 3. Moncrief played in 5.
Okay.
Relatively easy one. I thought that I wanted to test how much everyone forgets Moncrief's thing. Like, I know that I had my soapbox on him. We have 2 more.
Legend right there.
Dikembe or Pau?
I'm saying Pau. I'm thinking
I'm gonna go Pau
over Dikembe.
I'm thinking Pau as well.
Okay.
Dikembe did play a while, but I don't think he was a star level for like that long. I know he played for like 50 years or whatever. So
get this. This is insane. Pau Gasol and Blake Griffin played in the same amount of All-Star games. 6.
Oh, then Dikembe has more.
Dikembe played in 8.
Yeah. I didn't know it was just 6.
All right.
Yeah.
Pau wasn't he, like,
it's weird. Right?
He was a star the whole time.
Dude. It's part of the curse of playing on some really bad Memphis teams. That's what it was.
Wow. Okay.
Damn.
Some really mid-ass Memphis teams. Especially, like, imagine, like, your Pau in the early 2000s and, you know, there are only so many All-Stars and you're playing against, like, peak Duncan or peak Shaq in the West. Like,
right.
You know, that's going to be tough. And then, like, peak Dirk, too. And peak KG. Yeah, someone's going to get the shaft. Like, someone's going to get the shaft. All right, last one. Sheed versus Quis Webbo.
I don't think she made too many. Like, I think my mind's automatically jumping to Weber.
Jailblazers were good, but I don't know if they. I'm gonna go.
I don't know if he was an All-Star with you. Like, I know he was an All-Star.
I'm gonna agree with you, Chris.
I don't know how many years. Quis Webbo. Let's go Quis Webbo.
Right.
It's a lot closer than you think. Weber only played 5 All-Star games to Sheed's 4, but y'all got it.
Oof.
Dude, y'all
because like
yeah, outside of Mutombo versus Gasol and Lee Bynum, you guys did very well. I didn't trip you up as much as I thought, but I will trip you up with this next one. You're gonna be competing directly against each other now. I'm gonna like whoever gets more. We also have 5 rounds. All right.
Let's do it.
So, Jerry, I'm going to give you three names. Name. I'm going to give you three names. Name the All Star. Jerry, Mike Bibby, Lamar Odom, Otis Thorpe.
Otis Thorpe.
Correct. Tomer, you got to match up. Tony Kukoc, Byron Scott, Antonio McDyess.
I feel like that's Antonio McDyess.
Correct. Jerry, back to you. Arvydas Sabonis, Mark Jackson, Eddie Johnson.
Now that one's harder than the first two.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the names one more time.
Arvydas Sabonis, Mark Jackson, Eddie Johnson.
Damn. I'm gonna go Eddie because I feel like Mark and Arvydas might not have played in one for some reason.
Mark Jackson made an All-Star game.
I mean, okay.
No, that's the fourth leading assist man in history, bro.
I know, but I don't know how many All-Star games.
No. We forget about Mark Jackson. I feel like as great as he was, all right. I mean, Tomer, you're talking a bunch of smack right now. Ron Harper, Bruce Bowen, Wally Szczerbiak.
Ron Harper, Bruce Bowen, Wally Szczerbiak.
Yes.
It's not Bowen. I want to say Szczerbiak had like a really good year in Minnesota, but I might be wrong. I'm gonna go Szczerbiak on that one.
Fuck, man.
Tomer's correct. Jerry, all you can do is hope. Jerry, all you can do is hope to tie. Ready?
Let's go. Yeah.
Jerry, Michael Cooper, Dick Garmaker, or Maurice Beddick.
Look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know who the last two people Well, all you did was you just reached. You were talking about my Wi-Fi being in the 70s. Like, oh my goodness. Oh, okay. I don't think Michael Cooper made one. Can you give me the other two names?
Dick Garmaker or Mo Beddick?
Oh fuck. Oh, I'm gonna go with Dick Garmaker.
Dude, Jerry, you tied it. Mo Beddick is a made-up name. I was hoping. I'm fucking crying. Holy shit. Oh my god.
I thought I was tripping. I just thought I was feeling like, I don't know who the hell.
Dog, Dick Garmaker, I reach beyond the 70s, dog. Dick Garmaker played in the 50s.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah, bro. My man's setting you up.
Oh
Mo
my god. Dude, no, I made up. I literally just ordered takeout from a kebab place called Moby Dick. So it just came up with the name. Okay.
Wow.
Tiebreaker for you two. I'm gonna give you a name. You need to tell me how many All-Star.
No one asked me. I didn't get a third one.
He didn't go.
Oh, you didn't get a third one. Okay, wait, hold on.
I didn't get a third one. Yeah,
Sorry.
Mo Bennett.
Sorry. Relax. Okay, ready? Ready?
Go for it.
Whew, oh my god. I really hope that you get Mo Beddick, Jerry. Okay. Okay, so I'm gonna say it to myself. Andre Miller, Jason Richardson, Theo Ratliff.
Well, one, he actually used real names this time, but I know this one.
I'm pretty sure this is for what? Who's the only All-Star here? Or who has the most All-Star?
Yes. Who's the only All-Star here?
I'm gonna go with Theo Ratliff.
You are correct. Theo Ratliff has the one All-Star nod.
Let's go. Let's go.
I really wanted to come up with a fake name.
Never making it.
He never actually made one. He never actually made one. He and Andre Miller are very common appearances on the list of like greatest players to never play an All-Star game. I wanted to include Richard Jefferson or Jason Terry, but I feel like they were too famously omitted from a couple of these. But shout out to both of them as
Jason
well.
Terry, actually, interesting.
Really? No,
RJ never made it either.
RJ never made it.
Nah,
really?
Good numbers though.
Oh damn! I should have. I thought that was like one of those like, oh, fun fact, RJ never made it. Like that's just. Like
I thought RJ Nets had at least one. It was
no,
good.
No. Yeah, he was great. Like he was a legit
interesting
good player.
It kind of goes down to the same stuff about the West Bigs that you made for Pal.
Right.
There was like a lot of good wing players in the East.
Right.
Somewhat.
Okay. We have 2 more games. Before I want to take a break from All-Star stuff real quick. With everything going on in the Western Conference, I want to bring everything back to the Wild Wild West check-in with Juju. I want to know from each one of you who jazzes out. So at the beginning of the season, the Utah Jazz were the best team in the NBA, in the entire league. Which unexpected team is going to jazz out in the second half of the season?
That's tough.
In the West.
Jazz out of what? Out of the West of a top spot?
Yeah, who is going to like have like a 10-game stretch where they are the best team in the NBA?
I think we're in the midst of one with Denver, if I'm understanding you correctly here.
I'm like, but from the scrum though, I'm gonna go ahead and exclude like Denver, like Memphis, possibly even like the Kings. I want like one of the randos. Like which rando? Because like you know what I mean.
How far we've come! Wow.
I mean, dude, the Kings are like a legit blue chip side. Literally, Tomer. I know that I started with a Nick Claxton topic, but like we understand, all right? Jerry and I are sorry, okay? Is that what you want to hear? We're sorry.
Again, because we had a whole segment for you.
I'll stop. You're right. I apologize. If I'm understanding correctly, so a nice little stretch here. I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say it's the I can't guess. Cleveland. I want to say
in the West, dummy.
We're going West only. Oh, fuck. Okay, West only. Let's go to New Orleans. I think. Let's go Pelicans.
Okay.
Once they get Zion back,
Cool.
they have. I think they have like the third. What is this? 5th weakest strength of schedule. So easy opponents. Once they get Zion back, I think they'll run off like 9-10 straight.
Okay, Jerry.
You know what? I never show my fandom colors. I'm gonna go with the Lakers, man.
That's what I wanted. I wanted that hot take.
I gotta stick with them, man. Like I think some of the easier options are probably the more popular names at the top would be, or in that middle pack would probably be a Phoenix or a Golden State or Dallas or whatever. But I think the Lakers have the right stuff. A team that's the 13th seed right now, but again, it's minimal games that's separating us from the Clippers from the 7th, 8th seed, whatever. So
that's fair.
I'm kind of just like, yo, the Lakers can make a run. Rattle some off. AD's getting healthy. Give me the Lakers.
I'll give you that. My hot take, I'm probably gonna pick the Thunder. I've been secretly like low key on their jock this entire run of this podcast so far. I love Shea. They have a very winnable schedule coming up. Outside of 2 straight games against the Kings that I'm kind of worried about now. God damn it, Tomer's in my head. But I feel like the Thunder can jazz out pretty heavy. Okay, one last one before we go to our all-time team draft to finish off. All-Star game is coming up. Give me your favorite All-Star game highlight ever. Something that stands out.
The All-Star game highlight?
Yeah.
I have a couple. The most recent one in my head, 2016. You know, obviously Kobe's last one. You can't really see it, but I'm a huge Kobe guy. Mm-hmm. So you know, LeBron taking his turn to guard him. That was probably the most notable one. But
yeah,
also, everybody took their chance. Yeah, everybody took their chances to guard Kobe. By the way, Drake ruined that photo, but
Dude,
everybody took their turns to guard Kobe. So that was probably like the one that sticks out right now. But I really like was that 02? I think it was 02 with like, the jerseys, like you just wear your home and away jerseys for your specific team. And the crazy camera angle for AI when he was, killing, like that low key might be one of my favorite All-Star games. The East came back to win after they were down by double digits. So really that whole entire game was just a walking highlight. Because Starberry and AI took over. So
dude,
really any portion of that game.
Dude, Starberry with that like toss back. That toss back was like insane. That's an all-time great highlight. Go ahead, Tomer. I hope you don't take mine. I really love mine.
I think for me it's probably Shaq between the leg bounce pass to Kobe.
Damn it! Oh, okay.
All-Star game. Yeah, I think it was Phoenix is where they were at. If it's not, I mean that's one for me. Second for me was Steph last year. I think he had 16 threes, 50 points. Some of the threes he was hitting was crazy. We had like the few no looks. I thought that was really cool. So they made for great stills, great photos. So Shaq Kobe number one, but Steph hitting those half court threes or whatever it was, I think is number two for me.
Okay. I panicked. I shouldn't have. Shaq has, in my opinion, a better between the legs play in All-Star game history. That one where he like nutmegged Dwight Howard for the give and go dunk. That's like the peak of the
Kobe
Superman,
on the cut,
right? For the Kobe dunk, or like it was a give and go back to Shaq for his own dunk.
Yeah, isn't that?
I think they're two different plays.
They're two different plays.
I thought they were.
And like Shaq was with CP3, I thought, for the give and go, where he nutmegged Dwight Howard.
I think we're talking about the same thing. I thought. Okay, never mind. That was
It might
that
have
was
been
the
in
first
Phoenix.
year
I'm
that
not
Shaq
sure.
was on the Suns, and they were on the same team together. I thought that was
maybe.
I thought that was the same thing.
No.
Am I tripping? I thought that was the same thing.
No, I don't think so.
I don't know. Now y'all just really got my mind.
In any case,
running, though.
him nutmegging Dwight Howard was hysterical to me. That or like what was it? Oh, I shout out to Steph with that insane bounce alley oop to AD.
That was nice.
That was a good one. That was a fresh play.
I think we're talking about the same thing, where Shaq nutmegged Dwight to Kobe, Kobe bounced past it to Dwight to Shaq, and Shaq dunked it.
Was that Kobe or was it CP3? And it doesn't matter.
It looks like
in any
Kobe.
case,
yeah, it was Kobe.
In any case, it doesn't matter because Shaq
it was
nutmegging
CP.
Dwight.
It was CP.
Was it CP?
CP.
Okay,
my fault.
I thought it was CP.
My fault.
No, you're fine. But yeah, that's all. That's all for my games. Tomer, it's on you now, man. We have an all-time team draft. You better come collect.
I'm about to y'all up. I'm picking the Phoenix Suns. Let's go.
Oh, let's go.
Okay.
Who?
Let's make it official.
So last time it was who got picked? Jerry picked last time. Who went first on the Lakers? Was it Julian who went first on the Lakers? No, I went first on the Lakers.
So I get first pick. Right?
Okay. Is it you who gets first pick?
Yeah. Cause
who got first pick when you picked the Clippers? Or when you picked the Pistons, who got the first pick?
I'm not sure. I forget about that. I mean, Jerry, Tomer, you're going third anyway. Who do you want? I'll go first. We'll say that the host goes first. The one who picked goes third, and then whoever's not doing either will go in the middle.
All right.
Handshake? Okay. With my first pick, give me Chuck.
That was easy. No. You know what? I'm gonna take him off the board early. I'm gonna go Devin Booker.
Ooh. Okay.
Wow. Okay. My guy left me 2 kings.
Okay.
Wow.
Okay.
Interesting.
It's spicy.
All right. I'm gonna go. So hold on. Let's just Julian, you went Charles.
Yeah.
Okay. Devin Booker after. I'm gonna go Steve Nash for 1.
Duh.
Yeah, I felt like that was gonna go 1 or 2. Surprised he fell.
I'm not a big Steve guy. Sorry.
Wow. I mean, okay. Um, I don't know where he ranks all time. I feel like his peak as a member of the Suns was incredible, and so I'm gonna go Amari Stoudemire.
Hey, listen. All-time great Suns.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's a
No,
great
that's
A.
legit.
That's a great A pick. I'm gonna go with Steve Nash's, mentor.
Damn it.
Jason Kidd.
Damn it.
That's why I knew I could get away with not drafting Steve Nash.
Damn it.
Let me work out.
Damn it.
Let me do my thing.
Damn it.
All that matters is that Julian is screwed. That's all that matters, really. So.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm kind of skint on point guards now.
No, you have one more good one that's a couple.
No, I don't want. I feel like I'm forgetting. You both have point guards, so it doesn't really matter. So I can talk about it. I'm gonna make this easy. I'm taking Sean Marion at my other forward spot.
Fuck you.
With love, Jer. I feel like I'm forgetting someone from the 70s that was like insane. Dennis Johnson. Give me Dennis Johnson.
So you went Sean Marion, Dennis Johnson?
Yes.
Okay. Jerry, you're up?
Yes.
Yeah. I got a couple names written out here.
Give me peak of the NBA, Dennis Johnson. I love my 70s.
You better take it easy, Jerry. Don't pick him, Jerry. Don't you do it.
I don't think we're thinking about this. We're not thinking about the same person. I'm pretty sure.
Don't you do it.
I got a couple names written out, but like
don't you do
it's
it.
It's kind of like damn. You know what? Give me Alvin Adams. We'll circle that.
Thank God. Alvin Adams. All right.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Larry Nance for my big man.
Ooh, good pick.
That was on my list.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna pick him for sure. And then, so I don't know if can we go 2 guards? Are we going are we okay with 2 point guards? Is that dope? Is that cool?
I don't hate it if one of them's like a primary scorer. What are you taking, Kevin Johnson?
I'm taking Kevin Johnson. Yeah.
Okay. That was the other Johnson that I was thinking of.
I actually thought you meant him at first. I forgot Dennis Johnson played there.
Yeah, dude. Dennis. I think.
That's what I thought you were going to pick.
No. I feel like Dennis Johnson was like the best on like some really good Phoenix Suns teams in the 70s. Like we're like you remember like when they went to the finals like a couple of times like way back when? Like that's what I'm thinking of.
I got you.
He went up against like Mo Button or whatever his name, that guy's name. Mo Bennett. There you go. He faced Mo Bennett a few times.
Yeah. Anyway.
So I got my backcourt situated. We got big man Alvin holding it down. Damn, you taking Sean Marion like actually really hurt, man. That versatility.
Yeah, that screwed a lot of it. Yeah.
Dude, like that gives me like a proto death lineup with Chuck.
Yeah.
Damn. Yo, Chuck and Sean is crazy. Screw you, bro.
Yeah. Actually, I'm pretty sure in 2K for most of like the peak Suns years, I think Sean was higher rated than Amari overall. If I'm not wrong.
No, I think you're wrong.
Because of his versatility.
Yeah,
really?
It's just the versatility. I think like Sean Marion was a very important player, obviously. Even in his old age in Dallas.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Bro, there was like
but you know what?
04 to 06 Amari was insane.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
No, he was insane. And he put up way better stats than Sean. But I remember that was like a fun fact that I was remembering.
Dude, I'm gonna go Walter Davis, man. I need another 3-level scorer. I'll go Walter Davis.
Okay.
I'll figure it out.
Okay. I need a shooter. Who is on? Oh, Dan Marley.
Thunder Dan. I like it.
Dan
I like it.
Majorly. Dan Majorly. I need I need a white ass shooter. Give me Dan Majorly.
Yo, chill out. Goodness.
I need like a Gavin ass player. Give me Dan Majorly.
You said Gavin?
Yeah. Or like Aiden, an Aiden ass player.
Oh. Anyone out of U of A, just give them to me.
Wow.
Oh, does it come back to me?
Yeah,
You have two.
Oh shoot. Okay, yeah. Sorry. Okay, so I have Chuck. I have Sean. I have Dennis Johnson, Dan Majorly. I'm. Do I want like a supersize sort of thing, or do I want to keep like super mobile? Ooh, give me. Fuck it. Give me Tom. Give me Tom Chambers.
Fuck you, man. I was literally writing his name down.
Unlucky.
I was literally like, oh, nobody said Tom. Literally in the process of writing that shit out.
Dog, that was like our pilot episode of me taking Drazen Petrovic from you.
Dude, come on, man. Yo, you really just like that was
Screwed him over.
Yeah, give me Tom Chambers.
I'll give you time, Jerry.
Yeah.
I felt like that was your only option. The way you reacted.
I have my Birkenstock quota set up between Majorly and Tom Chambers. Like I got my sweater vest quota set up, and then I got my physical freaks.
Sweater vest quarters set up.
Yeah.
I'm looking down because I really don't even like.
I got the Pete Maravich blowout special. With Dan Majorly and Tom Chambers.
Dude,
wait. Okay,
you really
Jerry,
fucked me.
Give me your 4 right now. Who's on your 4?
We got D Book, Jason Kidd, Alvin Adams, and Walter Davis. We have 2 3-level scorers on Walter Davis and D Book, the facilitator, and then a big. But I needed the missing piece, another big. In Tom,
you wanted
that you stole from me.
Can't you just do like a smaller wing or something like that, and just like slide someone?
I mean, I could.
Around?
There's I don't care. I'll throw the names out there because we got the Barbosas, we got the Raja Bell, those kind of names floating around. But and obviously I could go super small and like get CP if I wanted to.
Get CP, dog. I actually like if we're gonna go dual point guard, I actually like CP, and that like both CP and that era of Jason Kidd. You're gonna have like some. They're mean. We're getting like Eminem Jason Kidd and old man CP.
What the problem is though is that you have Chuck, and if you have Chuck,
all right, that's true.
And he has Stoudemire. And that means Walter Davis is going to have to play the 4 by default.
God.
Don't forget Larry Nance.
That's not a good recipe. Like,
although
it would be a good streak, it's going to be hard.
Jerry, you that's why like you need to zig instead of zag. You need to take the perimeter. Take CP. Just go with the best available.
Why can't DeAndre? If DeAndre Ayton was better, man, it would have been an easy pick. You know what? For the second time, it's late. Fuck it. I'm gonna go Chris Paul. I don't care anymore. I'm done.
Multiple. Oh, jeez.
Jerry, we're gonna have that soundbite in. Like it popped up on your mic.
You can have the soundbite. I'm pissed. He took Tom Chambers from me.
Yeah, I've never seen such a violent reaction about Tom Chambers. This is why, I came up with this all-time draft idea. This is great. Oh wow.
So I'm the last. Was the last pick, right? We're done here after this.
Yeah. Yep.
Now the question becomes: do I want to take someone like? Oh, you know who I'm gonna get?
Who are you missing?
How long did he play there?
What type of player are you missing?
So I have Steve Nash, Kevin Johnson. I think I need a 3, and then I have Larry Nance and Amari Stoudemire.
Honestly, the Larry Nance thing hurt me. That kind of made me mad. I'll be honest.
Same. Both of you guys
Jerry, who'd you get last? Jerry, who'd you get last?
I had to get CP, man. I didn't know what else to do.
Oh, that's right. I'm gonna get.
He picked Dragan Bender.
Fuck you, man.
I'm gonna go. I don't know how great he was in this era, but I know he's one of the clutch shot makers. I'm gonna go Tim Thomas as my 3.
Good pick. I like Tim Thomas. That's underrated.
That was clutch.
That's underrated.
So I'm gonna go with him.
All right. Okay, so just to recap, my starting 5, we got Charles Barkley, Sean Marion. That's an insane front court with Tom Chambers, and then in the backcourt, I got Dennis Johnson and Dan Marley.
Dan Marjoley.
Dan Marjoley. Working the grill.
Hey, man, this might be the greatest playmaking backcourt in NBA history, though, with CP and Kidd. So, it's cool. I'm still pissed. I got two top assist guys of all time, though, right behind Stockton. So, it's cool. But D-Book has to play my 3 with Walter Davis at the 4 and Alvin Adams.
Dog, D-Book is playing the 3.
Jerry's team. Jerry's team is just passing to one another the whole time.
Right. Dude, D-Book is playing the 3.
Hey, CP can score the rock, man. Chill out. CP can score. He can turn it on.
Pause. D-Book is playing
in the 20 games he'll play. Sure.
D-Book is playing the 3 against Sean Marion.
One game, man. It's one game.
Dude, D-Book is locked up. We're putting D-Book in a blender.
Hey, no. New NBA rules. Not that old school 2000 shit. New NBA rule. You can't touch him. The offensive player is key. It's like a quarterback roughing the passer.
Bro, new NBA rules. Amari and Charles are gonna wreck my team. I'm gonna go with my team though. My team, I got Steve Nash is my 1, Kevin Johnson the 2, go with the little point guard backcourt. At the 3, I got Tim Thomas. At the 4, I got Larry Nance, and at the 5, I got Amari Stoudemire. Those 2 are interchangeable at the 4 or 5. But I like my combo right there. You got Steve Nash. You got the run and gun Suns there with Nash and Stoudemire. Tim Thomas was clutch. Kevin Johnson did what he did. It was a scoring point guard. And you got Larry Nance, who was dominant in the 90s, 80s and 90s. I mean, I like my team. I'm not going to lie. I like my team a lot.
Dude, Larry Nance, another underrated all-time great dunk contest.
Underrated.
Yeah, we forget about that.
For sure.
Dude, Tomer, your lineup translates really well into the modern game. Jerry,
it just really hurts because I don't have anybody to guard your big. It's Alvin Adams by himself, basically. Like, no disrespect to Walter Davis. This hurts, man.
It was the pain.
This hurts.
It was the pain of. You know what?
Hey, what pisses me off even more? Remember, like in the ugly mid 2010s, before Book got here, before Book got to Phoenix, it was like Jeff Hornacek was the coach. Let's run a 3-guard lineup, and he throws Eric Bledsoe, Isaiah Thomas, and Brandon Knight out there. Like obviously, I'm running a 3-guard kind of lineup here. Like I have CP and Kidd, so I'm not happy. I'm really not happy.
You got Goran Dragic.
I mean, look, if you get a mismatch on some of the bigs, I think you'll be okay. I just don't know. That's
offensively. Offensively, we're going to be fine. Offensively, we can keep up, but it's the defensive side of the ball where you have an MVP in Chuck, and then you have a guy in Amari Stoudemire that's averaging 20 plus, jumping over people. like Blake Griffin did a motherfucking, what was it, a Hyundai in the dunk contest?
Yeah,
Like,
honestly, like Jerry, your entire lineup is getting Mozgov by both of our teams.
We're too small. We're too small.
And even Alvin Adams, I think, is gonna he's a little bit too stiff for like our best big. So, Jesus. All right. Well, that's been the I Got Next podcast. Jerry's gonna go talk to his therapist real quick. We'll see you guys next week. Deuces, boys.